Good morning, all you beautiful spiritual living Charlotte. Just want to let you know I am your host, Horace. And if this is your first time, we are delighted that you have chosen to join us today. So, with modern technology, we are extremely grateful for this opportunity to touch so many lives, especially through Facebook and Zoom and Meetup and all the ways we're able to do that on social media as we share these wonderful happenings at CSL Charlotte. So please feel free to visit our website, cslcharlotte.org, put in a prayer request, and subscribe. We add our recordings to our website each week. So let me tell you more a little bit about us. The Center for Spiritual Living Charlotte is a new thought community living in ancient wisdom philosophy based on the science of mind. This science of mind philosophy was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Ernest Holmes. Dr. Holmes was a man on a mission. He studied truths from all of the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. Holmes developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. At CSL Charlotte, every philosophy is honored, along with every race, sexual orientation, and physical distinction. This is a diverse community. There are many paths to the divine. You can call it God, peace, love, spirit, infinite mind, or the I am presence. It really doesn't matter what you call it. This is your power that resonates within you. You do not have to leave your philosophy or nature of knowledge. You can join us at any time. We recognize and refer to many of the Holy Scriptures, such as the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita. And that's just to name only a few. So, our vision statement is to continue a spiritual community, creating and preparing a succession of future leaders who can fully integrate, teach, and expose the science of mind principles, messages, and practices that strengthen the mind, body, and spirit of each and every individual. So, one of our aims is to create a high collective consciousness for everyone in this community. We teach everyone the tools to do just that. So come and join us as we meet each Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to find out more about that when we talk about our opportunities, because that's just a wonderful time, a dynamic time we have to go deeper into consciousness. So, welcome everyone and enjoy our services as we celebrate this powerful being which lives within each and every one of us. So, before I pass the mic over to our fabulous, fearless leader, I want to leave you with this thought. I am the great and mighty presence that I am. The I am presence, which you are, has all intelligence, power, and authority. And so it is. And that is from the I Am Discourses of Saint Germain. And I'm going to pass this over now to our fabulous spiritual leader, Reverend Rosedale.
Ooh, OMG, was that a quote of the century? I am that I am presence. Whoa, 'cause I felt that one big time. So, what I do know is that this is Center for Spiritual Living Charlotte, the Mind Body Spirit Center. And what we do at CSL Charlotte, Center for Spiritual Living Charlotte, what we do is we open up our all of our Sunday services, Sunday celebration services, with a fabulous opening prayer. And it's called affirmative prayer. And when we have our affirmative prayer, we have a wonderful person. But today we got an extraordinary person. And our name is Dr. Wanda. And she is our prayer person today. She's going to open us up. She's gotten me beaming already. So, with that being said, with no further ado, Dr. Wanda, please open us up.
One. It is my pleasure to pray us in this morning. So let's just take a moment and take a deep breath, get ourselves centered right here, right now, with this wonderful group called CSL Charlotte. Breathing in, relaxing into this moment, present moment. What I know right here and right now is that there is a presence and a power that is greater than anything we could ever begin to imagine. It is a universal source of energy. It is an energetic force that moves through us and each one of us, connecting us like an electric field, constantly moving, changing, growing, becoming. And I know right here and right now that each and every person is magnetically attracted to this service this morning, knowing that the talk this morning on the I am, we are one another. What happens in one place happens in all places, at all times, forever changing, forever evolving, forever growing, forever moving. And we are the unique I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. And I know that this is the truth of me. And I know that we are the magnificent I am. We are the magnificent us. We are the magnificent we. There is no duality. And I know that because there is no duality, I am you, you are me. And we are collectively that ocean wave that has been birthed into existence, breathed into this planet right here and right now. And each of us is a unique and never to be repeated miracle. We are each blessed with a unique field of energy, field of experience we gather along the way in this God school called life. We are always becoming the greatest I am that we can possibly be, because we are part of a universal presence that has no limits, no limitations, infinite possibilities, infinite potentiality. There is no thing, no person, place, thing, spirit, inspiration, community, condition, situation, example. Nothing is greater than the power that birthed us into experience. And so as we connect with that this morning, right here at CSL Charlotte, I know that Reverend Rosedale has opened herself as a conduit for spirit, as spirit is beaming down through her and coming out from her. Each and every one of us will hear what we need to hear based on the level of our awareness of where we are in our own particular spiritual evolution. And so what needs to be heard will be heard. What needs to be said will be said. What needs to be done will be done. And so I know that this is the truth. I know this is the truth. I know that I know it. And I know that that is how it is. And so I simply release it and say, thank you for the opportunity to pray us in today. And so it is.
And so it is. I love the part where she said everything in the I am is happening at the same moment. Fabulous. What a good thing. In fact, we got the memo this morning because you're beautiful in the colors that I'm wearing today, but in different ways. So anyway, guys, the next person that we're going to bring up to our platform is going to be our reader. And our reader is someone who is such a wonderful person to me to help in any way possible. She's a person, she's a soft shoulder to land on, I tell myself, because it's very easy to go landing on her shoulder and saying, hey, whisper in her ear, I need you to do this. And she gets it done. And she does it with love. So you know what? She's doing this reading with love because this reading is going to match up. And see, just like that, whatever. Oh my God, it started out with Horace's quote. And from there, Ricky Byers is going to talk about how all things are happening in the same place. We are all this and I am. So, hey, Groovy, make it do what it do.
And you can call me Reverend if you want. Maybe one day. I have the honor of reading something that was written by our very own Reverend Rosedale Jones. The title is Understanding the Essence of I Am. At the core of our being, there is a divine spark, an infinite substance that connects us to the creative force of the universe. The phrase I am is what fires up the divine presence within each of us. When we say, I am, we are affirming our existence and upholding our connection to the infinite source of all life. It is crucial to understand the power of this statement as it lays the foundation for the law of attraction to work in our lives. The law of attraction is a universal law that states, like attracts like. In easier terms, the energy we send out through the thoughts, feelings, and words attracts similar energy into our lives. Our predominant thoughts and beliefs act like magnets, drawing corresponding experiences and circumstances. This law does not differentiate between positive or negative thoughts. What we focus on, we manifest. End of story. There is nothing outside or inside of you that is going to ask, did you make that? The reason for that is that we were born with the divine essence with choice, not to be controlled by anyone outside or within us. The phrase, I am, holds great significance in our lives because what we say after those words creates our future. Here's where the significance of I am becomes clear. The thoughts and words we attach to I am become powerful affirmations that either uplift or defeat us. For instance, if we often say, I am confident, capable, and deserving of success, we activate positive vibrations that align with our true thoughts. On the contrary, saying, I am unworthy, I am a failure, attracts experiences that mirror negative beliefs. The following is a quote from Rosedale Jones. Embrace the truth of your divine essence and know that the universe is ready to respond to your most empowering I am phrase and affirmations. And so it is.
In the land of I am, guess what? I am. So when you think about that, take a moment to breathe. Take a nice deep breath and relax. And listen to that chat going on in your mind. In the land of I am all that I have been and all that I will be and more than I am. All across the universe and even from our ancestors all the way to unborn children, there lives I am because we're all in the land of I am. So that's the power of I am that we're going to talk about today. So hold on. But before we do that, I have to say my deepest gratitude to all of my fabulous platform. Oh my God. We've been working together for over 3 years and it's been phenomenal. And I always have to thank them. Like Groovy G came up with that fabulous reading and Reverend Dr. Wanda brought us home with that opening prayer. So, oh my God, we are on, y'all. So the topic today is about the power of I am. So wiggle your fingers and your toes. And as you do that, remember now you're integrated with your mind, your body, and your spirit. And as you do, feel the land of I am every time you say it. And just basically look around your space and actually sense that you are in the land of I am. And you are more than you've ever been. And you are more than you are. Always better. So here's the gratitude part. Thank you so much, Dr. Wanda, and thank you, Groovy G, for that wonderful reading because you brought it all to life. So now, as we talk about it, I want to tell you how this topic today of the power of I am, right? That I came up with one morning when I woke up. It empowers us. The two words I am empowers us, and they help us to reclaim who we are in every moment. And we have to reclaim who we are 24/7, because the reason why is right now I am reclaiming who I am. In every situation in your life, we're always reclaiming who we are. We're always in the land of I am. Never forget that. See, I am is a profound phrase, word, or what should I say? It's a concept. You know why? Because the I am, those two words work with the law of attraction. And the law of attraction is, although you know, we have several spiritual laws and we break them a lot, but that doesn't mean something's going to happen to us. We just got to recognize that the law of attraction is working constantly and always when you speak. Now we can have a whole nother talk on the law of attraction, but I just want to tell you it's working 24/7, just like the little chatter box that you hear that's going on in your little conversations you have with yourself. Because I know you have them, because I do. Because you know what? I am shapes our reality. I am creates our future. I am could make us, and I am could break us. What's your choice in using that? So if you plan to go any further in your transformational journey, in this spiritual practice, in this spiritual community, or in any spiritual community, the first thing you got to do is hone in or rein in those words that you're using about your situations and circumstances. I remember when I used to say to myself, I'm not having that. That's not happening. You hear? Just because I say and I drop the am doesn't mean I'm not speaking. So I may say, the reason I'm not getting that is because stop, Rosedale, cut it out. I used to tell myself, stop saying that the reason why you didn't have it. Stop trying to explain to people why you did not get what you got. Because all I was doing at that time was reclaiming myself. See, we can reclaim ourselves on the side of fear, or we can reclaim ourselves on the side of love. I'm always on the side of love, especially when I'm facing fear, because I love fear. Fear is what helps me to make the right decisions. Whoa, did you hear what I said? People keep saying, well, once I get rid of that fear, we are all that we are. We are the fear. We are I'm looking for a nice word for that. We are the victor. Woo! We can bring the world down by the power of the tongue. We can say, I am that I am. And what am I? I am the winner. Or if that's the that I want to be, that's the that. Okay, if that's the that I want to be. Or I could say, I am the one. Either way, I am that. And I like saying, I started saying this in my elevator speech when I go to some of my awesome networking groups. And I'll say, hi, I am Rosedale. I am a minister of consciousness studies. And I like that. I said, ooh, I just woke up one morning and said that. That's your elevator speech. Because why? Then that makes people say, well, what does she mean by that? So when they do come and catch me on that one-on-one, I get to invite them to my beautiful spiritual community. I know that I am always reclaiming who I am in front of people. In the grocery store, I'm the minister of consciousness studies. That's more better than saying more better. Well, you don't have to worry about my English. You know what? That's more better than saying, I knew what I'm saying. That's more better than me saying, I tell you what, I teach this and that, and I am this science of my, no, 3 words. I am the minister of consciousness studies. I reclaim myself, and I like that. Reclaim yourself. Everybody here has got to figure out a way to talk about themselves and be themselves at the same time. Here's the thing. If you're in a situation for so many years and you have not gotten out of there, you've really got to hone in and braid in that I am. Stop telling yourself things like, the reason why I'm doing this situation happened was because it's trying to teach me. Okay, stop trying to teach. Stop trying to be learning. Start trying to say, it's trying to remind me to make some phone calls. Because you can't make a business without phone calls. You don't have anybody to talk to. You got to listen. And see, the thing is this. You keep saying, some people, not everybody, people say that, do you know what's stopping me? What's stopping you? The fear. All right. The fear wasn't there to stop you. You just heard me earlier. The fear is there to remind you, that this could happen. But the power of I am is there to remind you that that you're powerful. The power of I am is there to remind you that I got this. See, what I found out in research is that I keep saying it over and over because this is something that needs to be said, has great potential. It can make you and it can break you. It can empower you and it can weaken you. But it's up to you to decide, what do you want on the end of that sentence? What future do you plan on making in this conversation that you are having? The conversation I'm having with you, the wonderful future I'm planning on making is now, right now, for the whole everybody. 90% of our spiritual community constantly practicing. That will never stay away from me. I'm always knowing, because the more I keep remembering that, the more I practice. Because if I'm doing it, everybody else is doing it. And we must do that. See, now, here's the thing. Like Ruby's reading said, in Understanding the Essence of I Am, I happened to write it. So I wrote that at the very core of our being, there exists this divine spark. I'm going to tell you again and again and again and again. We were born and raised with this divine spark. It will never go away. If it wakes you up in the morning and tells you to do something and you don't do it, it's not a sin, because people say, you don't obey. Stop it. Ooh, I can't stand that word when people say, you didn't obey God's word. No, you just didn't do what you were supposed to do to get it that time. But you will never be left out by this power of I am, because you carry it. It is you and will always be you. So it's that fabulous, eternal essence that we have. See, the power of I am represents the divine essence. And it's all over throughout the universe, whether we know it or not. And remember in Groovy's reading when she said, the universe is not going to tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, did you mean that when you said I'm sick? No, it's not. It's going to go, okay, here you go. One thing about this beautiful power, it has no will to force on us. The will is all ours. So if I say I'm sick and I go like this, my will is gone. My power is gone. And I have to stand up. I got to pull up them bootstraps. And I have to tell myself, hold it. What did you just say? You better get in that bathroom and find something to help you relieve that. Help spirit to do what it needs to do for you. Don't say, well, I prayed and I think that I should feel awesome. No, put on my patches, to make me remember that, whatever you got to do. This is going to make me feel better. As I've already known that I am strong and I am healed and I am whole and I am all of this. As I'm remembering all of that, guess what I am doing? I am reclaiming my existence on this planet every time I say I am. Understand those powers, the power of those statements, I am. Because once we begin to do that, it becomes real crucial in the foundation that we're laying for that law of attraction. Okay? We all have this law of attraction, and whether you know to say it or not. I was talking to a friend the earlier that said, "No, I didn't do anything towards my goals." And so what happened? They ended up seeing that nothing happened. So if nothing else, that's research in and of itself. Just to show you that I did nothing toward my goals. Okay. So if you know that, then let's try doing something what you hear, feel, sense that needs to be done, because that's all the I am presence or power talking to us. You don't have to go into the obeying thing though. Just listen to it. Just follow that lead. Just go for it. Because it's about who we are. See, this is what I know. I love writing about this stuff because I learned it because I keep my nose in it. I like doing the research, and I don't just make this up. Then again, some stuff I do make up. I'm kidding. No, I'm not kidding. So anyway, I don't make this up. Guess what else I do? I test it. I test myself, and I want to see how it works. So if I hear something, I start saying to myself, listen, and I let it run. Wow, look where you were. Because listen what happens to us. This is a fact. I'm not just making it up, this one. This is science. What's going on is speaking anyway. As it continues to speak, you are listening. And you hear, do what my coach said. Write all those. Do what Rosedale said, for example, because I love it. Because some of my clients say I didn't do it, and I say, okay, don't worry about it. Do it this week. What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna give you 20 lashes with a wet noodle. But you know what? Once they start to realize, I'm gonna write that list, and I'm gonna repeat it over and over in the mirror, just like she said. I'm not gonna keep telling her, well, I have a hard time getting in the mirror. If I keep telling her that, guess what? I'm not going to get in the mirror. And I used to say those things. And then I practiced doing them anyway. So when the power within me that doesn't want me to do it, because it's the power. When it says, I know, but I don't feel like getting up now. I mean, sometimes I will say to myself, you left so-and-so, wherever is that? And I'm laying in the bed. And then my mind will say, the consequences, if you don't go write that sentence that you just said in your mind, you're not going to remember it tomorrow. Okay, get up, write it, because I have to remember what I said I was going to do today, tomorrow. Right? So, all right, then I say I got to get up. Now, if I don't do that, it's all on me now. I have to redo this whole thing tomorrow. Now, do I want the power to work for me like that? Do I want the law of attraction to work for me like that? That's not going to work for me. How about you? How does the power work in your life? How are you using it? Are you aware of it? Do you plan on having a successful life? Because if you're not doing the work, you are planning. I don't even want to tell you that because I am not putting that out there. I am not telling you that something's going to happen because I don't, what does that mean? I don't prophesize negativity. But I do reclaim my own. Now, I would tell myself, do you want to end up without that thing? I would tell me, but I'm not going to tell you that. And then if I tell me, no, I want that, well, then I need to get a move on now. This is the way I talk to Rosedale. No, Rosedale is not so gentle and say, it's okay, you didn't do it. No, it's not okay to me. See, the law of attraction, it's universal. It's going to do what I put out there. It's not going to tell me what to do. I'm going to tell it what I want. And I'm going to, after I tell it what I want, I'm going to do. That's simple. I get to do what I want because I do what I'm supposed to do. and I do what I hear myself tell me to do without a fight. Sometimes I visit other communities and I actually donate money. Let me tell you why. It's because it feeds my soul. When they say donate, I listen because I'm showing the universe that, yes, I know I have this amount, but I'm giving that because you fed my soul. Oh my God, that I am presence. Oh my God, it's powerful because it took me a long time to understand. I just had to bring that up because it came to my head. But it took me a long time to understand if I'm not putting some of this that I was blessed by the universe to have in somewhere to show that I'm not showing people, I'm showing the power within me. I trust that I'm using my money because it is the seed in the next adventure I'm going to go on because they just taught me something really important. That's the reason why I have coaches because I'm going to give them a seed because they gave me one. Guys, the I am power is working 24/7. And if it tells me to give them and I sit there and battle it and say, well, no, I can't because I have a bill. Then you can't always remember to, you know what? People kill me with that. The bill. They say, well, I have a bill to pay. So, well, you know something? Showing the universe that that's happening. You know what that's doing? Showing your faith. And you know what you at? On the love side. And you know what happens? Whatever that is that you get, that money's coming back because you know what? Something in you is going to make you decide that I need to go do what I need to go do so that this thing could flourish and open up. But tight fist shows the I am power. I'm on the poverty side. Get on the prosperous side with the I am power. And oh my God. But check this out. Here's another word that people like to use. It's called evil. Now, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. Evil is nothing but live spelled backwards. Evil, Live, is live. That's on the love side. Evil is just on the fear side. That's all it is. And see what it is it's pretty cool just to think about that when you really think about it, because it's just a metaphor. Evil. It's just a metaphor. When I say when I say evil is live spelled backwards, it's just a metaphor to show us that there really aren't, honestly, truthfully, evil people in the world. It's just people who live backwards. Huh? How about that? So when you say that was evil of me or I am whatever, watch it. Because all you got to do is say, hey, no, that wasn't evil. Because people like that word evil. So don't say that wasn't necessarily evil. That was just me living backwards in that moment. Or that's just them living backwards. So you can cut the ties with that thought and stop thinking about it over and over. Because then you have no room left to think about your positivity, to think about what's working for you. So here's the deal. All that means is the word evil. All it means is that the word backwards, excuse me. All it means is that it's the opposite of us channeling our energy into the power for good, or into the power for our highest and best, or into the power for us to manifest the best. So I'm just going to tell you that as you continue to use that I am, you're going to find yourself in this metaphor called the Hall of Fame. You can make it up. And here's the deal about the Hall of Fame I'm about to tell you. It's the next song. And the reason that you get into the Hall of Fame, it could be any place. It could be, I got that job. Or it could be, I got a better relationship. Or it could be, I just created this new software that's going to make the world go, and I'm making thousands of money for that. Whatever the Hall of Fame is, the people in your world is going to know your name. And that's because of your I am. The Hall of Fame could be on the fear side or the love side. So which Hall of Fame will you be standing in where the world will know your name? Just listen to this next song. Hey, I could have had that play the rest of the morning, boy. Be teachers, preachers, be who you are. But standing in the Hall of Fame and the world's going to know your name. Wow, man, that's so powerful. That's showing us how being successful by using the power of I am. You can say I'm the loser or I am the winner. But if you say remember, you just moved the A. So it's I am all of that. What a powerful reminder. And here's my thing to really hone in on that, our spiritual, our affirmative prayers that you get in in the mail. Oh, if you haven't put in a prayer request, that's because you didn't. That's why you didn't get one in the mail. But you know what I mean by that. If you have not received a prayer from us, then you did not put in a prayer request. So don't forget, go to our website right this minute and put in that prayer request. And that will be so phenomenal for you. So, all right, back to what we are talking about here. Anything else? Don't forget to stay for that 3-minute prayer. The 3-minute session, it's not really a session, but you get to say something and the person is so skilled. Today we got Dr. Wanda, as a matter of fact, as our prayer tech. As our prayer. So you're going to have somebody pretty powerful. She can do this thing, man. She can keep this thing in 3 minutes. And that's basically all you need, honey. Next thing you know, you're off and running to another whole new start. Okay. So what we do at this time, after this is all over with, we celebrate people's birthdays. Now, we don't have a birthday today to celebrate, but you know what the good news is? We will. I'm looking forward to there being a birthday every single week, because that means that we are touching the population of this earth in some way when we can celebrate all these people's birthdays. Because, the thing is, your birthday, I don't. So would you put that in the chat? Or if you're looking at YouTube, put your date, your month in there, and you will be you will be blessing us to have that, because we're getting the opportunity to serve the world, and that's what we want. So I don't know your birthday, so don't forget that. So then this is the next thing I want to do. I want to say big props to our awesome team here that gets here every single Sunday, do this thing so powerful. I really have to highlight Brother Horace. Horace the Bush, he keeps this place running like a well-oiled machine, guys. And let me tell you that, not only that, he can, off the cuff, get up here and do our little MC thing just so professionally. I gotta love him. He gets it done. He don't care how it could be 60 feet of snow out there, and he's standing out there. He gonna MC us, right? He gonna pull us through, just like Timmy P. So we got these fabulous people. I gotta say thank you. Anytime Timmy P is looking, boy, he is definitely into what we're doing. Whoa, what's up? What? He's like watching us. And then we got Groovy, man. She's serious, man. Don't make too much noise now, because then she have to either silence you or remove you. And then also, not only does she do that, she gets up and does the reading. So I got to say, whoa, thank you. Kudos to all our peeps. And then Dr. Wanda. Oh, my God. I met this woman so many years ago. She did our prayer today, guys, in case you missed it. But I've known her for so many years. She's my trusted person. She's someone who calls me to say, hey, I got an idea. She's someone who has taken me from way back when I wasn't even thinking about going into ministry. So that's a long time. That's about 20 years ago since I've known Dr. Wanda. I would be stuck in places and she would be right on the exit. Some people, if they don't really like you, they'll say, I'm sorry, but I'm nowhere near where you are. But this day she was 30 minutes from home. But guess where she was? Right in a space where I was lost. And she came She said, wait a minute, where you say you are? She jumped off the freeway. She said, I was on my way home and I got your call. So it's just her and me. She made that connection to me when I wasn't even going into ministry. So I'm just telling you, people love each other for what they do. And it's just something that sparks her with me. So I have to say thank you for bringing in that prayer for us today, Dr. Wanda. And the big thanks goes out also to you, Alan. I mean, I'm not talking. I get so excited with Brother Alan because he was just, oh, he's so confident. I mean, he's gotten this thing so down now, and he's really, really cool. So he gave us some announcements, and he just zings back whatever he hears in the talk. Yeah. He's listened. Yeah, I love the Mr. Opportunity. I am Mr. Opportunity. So he's just that type of guy. He can just throw things back at you and make you laugh. So I love him. He keeps me up, boy. I tell you what, you got to keep the person that's the speaker up because he does a good job of it. If I start freaking, he says, breathe. Oh, that's right, breathe. I forgot I had breath. So I gotta say thank you to him too. Kudos go to all of our team. And I hope I hit everybody that I need to hit, and making sure that, hey, by the way, Mo, she's on leave with her family, enjoying her great grandson, and she's our spiritual practitioner. She's an emeritus spiritual practitioner for us. She is the one that when you send in, you click on that more tab that Alan told you about, you go into the prayer request, you do it. But now, if you have not received an email with a prayer in it, then you did not put in a prayer request. And I have to give kudos to Woya because she did it. And I thought she was so powerful. So yeah, she did it just 1 week being here. So I had to give her kudos. So all right, that all be said, I think we have said all that we need to say except for what? Remember this week, when you think about the power of I am, you think about yourself as reclaiming your life, reclaiming your victory, reclaiming who you are in the moment that you think you got lost. Recognize the I am, because what I'm going to do is leave you with a final song. And it is, you got to understand, this last song is the major essence of the power of I am. And throughout this celebration service of today so far, we discovered how profound those two words are. So listen to this last song because it's going to say, I am my own hero. That said, guys, get ready for that because after this, Dr. Wanda is going to pray us out. So ready? Let's get that song. This is my life. I am my own hero. Nobody but me can decide where I will go. In the story. That was in the reading also. So anyway, I'm now turning this over to our splendid, fabulous, awesome Reverend Dr. Wanda.
What a wonderful, magnificent service today to be reminded of who I am, who you are, and who we are together. So now is a time for gratitude and thanks. Thanks for this wonderful community that comes together and creates a space like a radio station where we can plug in and redial in that God station when we get bombarded by the chaos and the collective consciousness of the world as we leave our house. So each day we come with the armor of the realization of the great I am this week. I am that I am. I stay centered in that. And I speak these words for myself because I realize that it's so easy to be swayed by the energies and energetic field that gets a little distended, a little abstract at times. So right here and right now, I take the significance, the synchronicity of what happens here in the moment, the energetic field that energizes, enlightens, empowers, and encourages us to be that I am this week, to remember each and every moment each and every day and every time our thought sways, to reclaim our time and go back to the great I am that is the core of our spiritual being, that is the center of our divine DNA. And knowing that this is the truth, and knowing that I know that this is the truth, I place these laws into a law, a universal law of energy that gets rid of all that static floating around, dials us in perfectly, effortlessly, and easily. And so I know right here, right now, that I place these words into the law, knowing that that field energy that flows through us each and every day and always says yes, and is always conspiring in our highest good. Even when we stray, it is still working behind that door, behind the curtain, conspiring in our highest good. So I know that I can trust that. I know that that is the truth. There is no doubt in my mind. So I name that and I claim it right here, right now, for myself and for everyone, everywhere, at all times, for what is happening right here, right now at CSL Charlotte is happening out there in the ether. It is being felt, whether it's heard or not. It is being felt, the power of this energy. And so I just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to know this and to know it in my heart and soul, and simply take my human hands off of it. There's nothing for me to do but to say, and so it is.
And so it is. Fabulous. So now we're looking into the next step here, aren't we? 18.
Yep.
So now we're ready to talk about leaving. And I'm not going far, but this is my end. And so we're going to get you in, those of you who requesting prayer. And from there, we will have a wonderful week. So make sure you go on with your wonderful week and your family and all the wonderful things you like to be doing. And just, as I could say, have a fabulous week. Don't forget the power that you speak of all week long. Take care.